Hey dear musicians, Mike from Mio Studios here, and today I wanted to discuss ways to achieve the end goal of any heavy production, a tight sound. The meticulous, almost mathematical-like precision in the sound and its delivery in heavy music is what drives your fans crazy and makes them hand bang and spin your records over and over again. Now, how does one make the guitars, drums and bass pump together in this almost ridiculous way to create monolith-like wall of sound? Would going into a big expensive studio relax the stress of making things tight, or should one track everything at home and make sure the parts are big and solid himself? Well, the answer is that making a tight heavy record spills over into each production stage, and only with the holistic vision of the project one can make it work. This either happens when a band are self-produced by having a designated member to take on this role, or when they hire the actual producer whose work they can appreciate. But here are a few particular notes for each stage of the production process that may help you get closer to the tighter product. Firstly, it all starts with the actual songwriting. The guitar, bass, drums, and vocal parts should all groove together, but also they should leave enough space for each other element. Be mindful about the register you're composing your lines in. In general, the bass must sit lower than the guitars, the lead guitars and vocals are higher than the rhythm, etc. Great way to check for the register clutter and for the groove is the MIDI pre-production format. Secondly, the tracking approach matters a lot, and the big studio versus home recording choice is actually less important in this case, rather than the way you approach the recording itself. If you are going for a polished type of a production and know that sometimes you're lacking this extra 5% of tightness, it may be a great idea to record your parts section by section, or even breaking down these sections into little fragments, literally a quarter of your guitar riff. Remember, it doesn't really matter how the track is recorded. The listeners will only judge you on how it sounds. So definitely do go this extra mile in polishing the recording process to achieve the best tightness. Lastly, in the mixing stage, all the instruments must be meticulously separated in terms of their frequency range. Bass and guitars must occupy the different frequency space, and same goes for the kick and the bass, guitars and vocals, etc. Now, this all is obviously just the tip of an iceberg, but these ideas should definitely help you understanding on how to approach your next recording project. If you have a question or want to discuss this in more depth, please leave a comment and I will reply as soon as possible. Cheers!